Wizards of the Coast is full of retarded people. Let's talk about what they done did. Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles, and welcome to my video on the Top 10 Fails from Dominaria. We are going to look at the cards that, to me, are the biggest failures from the set for a variety of reasons. There's not one particular thread that runs through all of them. Now, let us dive in with number 10. Now, this is the only one on the list that actually, if you just remove the card and take it by itself, wouldn't really belong on the list. But because of the flavor blurbs that they decided to add on the website, it takes this card from, alright, cool, to, what? Halar is coming in at number 10 because Halar the Fire Fletcher is actually a massively hilarious and ignorant piece of tokenism. Basically, the SJWs at Wizards were so busy just masturbating themselves at how accepting they could be and how representative they could be. So they created this incredibly insulting token where it's like, we're gonna tell you what they are and not who they are. 25%, because this card doesn't have a flavor text blurb, right? 25% of the flavor text blurb created online to represent Halar just states that they use gender-neutral elvish pronouns. It's like 25% of the meat of their back history is there's nothing that actually develops the character of this person. So that's why it gets this number 10 nod in Dominaria Fails. This is how the character was concepted, apparently. It's funny, the social justice thing doesn't run through all the cards, but there's a few that you can see the impact of, and it's adorable and hilarious. And guys, let's talk about this for a moment. On the subject of the social justice nonsense, I see a lot of people getting really worked up and really angry. That's not how you respond to this. That's how you would respond to something serious. You're basically giving these people credence and credibility by acting this way. It's laughable. What they did with Halar is laughable. It's not something to get angry about. It's something to point and laugh at and be like, you're so misguided. And you're so proud over something misguided. It's not like you tried to just create a cool character and failed. You tried to literally basically represent Tumblr in a card and messed up massively. It's so funny. Number 9 is Quende, Pride Ephemerate. What the hell is going on with this guy's hair and this face? This mostly is a art fail combined with an ability fail. I'm sorry, but creatures you control with first strike have double strike is way too niche to be an exciting, legendary feeling ability. It's like, Quende, Pride Ephemerate. What was his ability? He made guys who were really fast, slightly faster. Yeah, kind of thing. It's just like, I hit first, I'm faster than you guys. And it's like, now I'm double faster. I don't know. It doesn't feel that impressive. He's okay. I mean, 4 mana for a 4... double strike, I should say. 2/2, who does 4, obviously, when he's attacking, he's got double strike. But my main problem is his hair looks ridiculous, his face looks ridiculous, his cloak looks great. But the way he's holding his blades, he's just got his hands like, guys, it's just kind of like, he's not even gripping it, he's just got this like, kind of hand going on. It's so annoying. And even with the blade he's got going back, he's just like, It's so obnoxious to me. So this is definitely a fail. Number 8 is Mishra's Self-Replicator. What is the deal with this card? Alright, it says on the flavor text, it's witnessed history's most significant events, one incarnation after another. And it says, whenever you cast a historic spell, you may pay 1. If you do, create a token that's a copy of Mishra's Self-Replicator. So, why is there only like, it's like, is it an old, it's supposed to be what, an old copy creating a new copy of itself? I mean, if you look at the head that it's holding, then it looks kind of like its head. Is it working on itself in the background, making another one? It's like, there's multiple copies, but it's just saying it has witnessed history's most significant events, one incarnation after another, saying basically like, it's almost like a passing of the flame. You know, a phoenix dies and is reborn as a new phoenix? Kind of this. It makes a replication of itself, and then as it's breaking down and it's no longer good, so there's always one to witness history. But the way this is worked, basically, and honestly, the historic thing, the way it ties into flavor, it really gets stupid with sagas and things like that as well. Like, you can witness, sorry, but the entire saga of the Brothers' War is one replication Meanwhile, casting like ornithopters is also on the exact same level as a saga, where it's just like, I was there for the Brothers' War. For years and years they fought. Countries were decimated. Argoth was leveled by the Silex blast. I also witnessed an ornithopter. I witnessed 4 ornithopters, in fact. What? Yeah. Weren't ornithopters a part of the Brothers' War? Yes, lots and lots of them, but I also witnessed 4 of them independently. It's just, the whole thing falls apart under scrutiny. Fail. Next up, I think I forgot what number I'm at, so I'm just going to say number 7. I'll remember when I get to number 1, so it doesn't matter. All right, so we've got, God, Gideon, good Lord. Gideon's reproach. We need to reproach Gideon. Somebody needs to give him the sliggity slap. 1 white, 1 colorless. Gideon's reproach deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Now, honestly, this card wouldn't have been nearly as bad if they hadn't written this flavor text. Whoever's writing the flavor text for Wizards of the Coast is retarded. Like, genuinely retarded. This is hilarious. On Amonkhet, Gideon lost both his Saral and his faith in himself. So the Saral was those crazy, like, ribbony kind of weapon that he had that sometimes looked awesome and sometimes looked awful, but was very distinctive to him and was definitely a part of what made him him. Now, he lost that and his faith in himself, but he can still throw a punch, and he still knows a bad guy when he sees one. Gideon knows a bad guy when he sees one, and he can still punch. Look at his magical punch. Take that, bad guy. I saw you. Holy crap, man. Way to make Gideon seem badass. You're going to give him the Black Blade? You want, like, Gideon's going to be the guy who holds the Black Blade? I just heard that audible smack of hitting my head. It hurts. It hurts to think about. Oh, my God. Gideon getting the Black Blade. Dakin Blackblade was such a cool character. And Gideon's going to end up with his weapon? Oh, I hope he trips and falls and sticks himself with it. Oh, God. This is so bad. The artwork's so stupid, too. Just angry Gideon. I punched a guy who doesn't matter. Look at that, I do 4 damage. That's 4 damage, guys. That's that's Gideon doing 4 damage. Look, all he does, 4 damage. That's Gideon's punch, and all it can do is a tiny little spittle spattle of blood. That's 4 damage. That's a blast from like an Aladdin's ring. That's like a fucking volcanic eruption. Spittoon. Oh, man. Oh, man. What a fucking fail. All right. Next up. All right, we're talking about sagas here. We got Keldon Warcaller. We got a 2/2 little Mr. Toonie McTooterhone. Tooterooty! And he just, whenever he attacks, you put a lore counter on target saga you control. How does that work? The Great Brothers' War. It spanned years and years and years. Not if I'm here. Tooterooty! Everybody speed up, get the battle going. Come on, come on. Oh no, he's coming back in. Tooterooty! Everybody go home. Battle's over, guys. Come on now. And look at that stance, too. It totally feels like Get him, Keldons. It's so bad, man. Fail. Biggity fail. All right. Next up, screw the numbering system. We're not even putting numbers on the screen. So, number 1's whatever. This is how it goes. Deal with it. I just failed in my fail video. That's meta level stuff. Deal with it. We're rolling. We're not Larry Lady Hair. Cut it, fake it, go script it. Sorry, it's all live. This is coming to you live. What's happening down there? Oh God, something's going down. Back to work. All right, grow from the ashes. We have yet another failure. Look at this artwork. Where are the ashes that it's growing from? It's a giant like robot mech that's broken down. It could be grow from the ruins, grow from the wreckage. You literally had to pick something that's not anywhere in the artwork. There's nothing, there's no mountains, there's no blackened anything, there's not even like a trace of ashes anywhere. All there is an old broken down Phyrexian machine with verdant greenery leaking out the front of it and a gigantic tree coming up out of it, and on top of that it will let you get 2 basic lands with the kicker, which makes no sense because you can only see it transforming into 1 basic land. I genuinely feel like this card was art swapped, and this was not originally meant to be this, and this was going to be on that card that destroys an artifact or enchantment and lets you put a land into play. This is a fail, and that's too bad because the artwork is really cool and evocative, and they screwed it up with the name and not transmitting the concept of the card. Fail, fail, fail! Next up, I'm going to say this is number 4. That's my guess. Whatever, if I'm wrong, then the next one's also number 4. Deal with it. Oh my god, this one annoys the hell out of me. This one is so, you know, let's have a little sip of tea. Put the pinkies out. Be classy, boys. Be classy. Let that Earl Grey classify you. Let that Earl Grey, let it glaze. Let's be glazed, boys. Huh? You want to be glazed, boys, with me? Anyways, maybe I'm befuddled. Maybe I'm befuddled. Here's the thing. Wizard saves certain words. Like, when they can give the concept in one word, and it's a word that people know, they try and pick a cool card for it. So, befuddle, you've got 1 blue, 2 colors, target creature gets -4, -0 until end of turn, draw a card. Great. That all works. The name works. The power, like in terms of minusing 4 power for creature and drawing a card, totally cool. The flavor text, the flavor text and the art is where it all falls off the rails. 1,000%. And it's aggravating how much it falls off the rails. Like, this is just retarded. I can't even believe they slid this through. It's an absolute insult. The trick to talking sense into Keldons is getting them to hold still. I learned that from Radha. And the artwork shows you've got his wrist being restrained by blue magic and his neck being restrained by blue magic while blue magic's flowing out of his eyes. Basically, in mid-stride, he's like, Argh! He's like physically restrained by blue magic. Befuddling is fucking with somebody's mind, guys. That's what it is. Befuddled is what you would call an old man who walks into a closet going, Martha, where's my wife? And you open the door and he's in there making out with a mop. And it's like, no, don't take Martha away from me. And it's like, God damn it, Billy. Come on now. I rescued you from that fish decades ago. And now you're here as a crazy old man. I don't know how I'm still alive. Don't even think about the story. Let's go back to the point that befuddlement is a mental issue. If you tie me to the wall and I can't move, you're not going to tie me to a chair and go, well, I've certainly befuddled you. No, you haven't, you fucking buffoon. Who the fuck? How? Guys, this is a game for smart people. And this is a game for people who love fantasy. You can't with befuddle. You can't fucking do this. You can't fucking do this. You can't fucking do this. All right. That was number 4. So I'm going to say this is number 3. Oh, God. It better be number 3. I can't take much more of this. I'm going to pull clumps out of my fucking head. And not even out of my hair. Out of my head. I'm going to pull so hard that chunks of my head are going to come off with it. And I'm going to be okay with that. Because then it'll feel like I'm in a world that makes sense again. Because that at least makes sense. Like this shit. Davenant Trapper. Oh my god. And guys, don't even try and search for this on Star City Games. Their search engine is like the inside of the devil's asshole. It's fucking pointless. I don't even know why it's there. Alright. Davenant Trapper. 1 white, 2 colorless, 3/2. None of that matters. Here's what matters. Whenever you cast a historic spell, tap target creature an opponent controls. It's got those stupid, like, dummied arrows that's supposed to represent tapping, okay? Go swiftly, clever arrow, and teach the philosophy of stillness. The flavor text is fucking retarded, and anytime an artifact comes out, I shoot a fucking arrow with a wadded cloth on it. Bitch, take the wadded cloth off of it. Like, okay, what's the idea? It's supposed to be like a fucking rubber bullet or something from like a shotgun that the police would shoot at someone. Get him with the rubber slug and it knocks him down. So, hold on. You know where to shoot any creature with pinpoint precision to like paralyze them with your stupid dummy bullet arrow, but couldn't you just take that dummy thing off and put like a metal tip on there and shoot every single thing in its vital area and kill it? Like, why? I just want to tap it down. And when do you do it? Whenever an ornithopter comes out, or whenever the Brothers' War happened. The entire Brothers' War happened. What did you do? I shot 1 dummy arrow. Maybe if people had put out more ornithopters independently of the Brothers' War. See, all those ornithopters came out during the Brothers' War. They don't count, right? It's got to be independent. And then I can shoot 5 people and knock them down. Bitch, use metal tips. Oh my god. Go swiftly, clever arrow, with a teach the philosophy of stillness. Well, I'll tell you what. You know what would make people more still than hitting them with a dummy bullet? Killing them! Corpses don't move! That's stillness! Alright, moving on. Number 2. Oh, God. Oh, God! White is so I need more tea. Pinky's out, gentlemen. Pinky's out. Alright. We can do this. We can do this. We're tough. We can make it. Oh God, it hurts, but the pain will guide me. All right, here's my adamant will. All right, God, this fucking card. Why? The artwork is fucking gorgeous. That shield is magnificent. The concept of a shield made of stained glass that you can actually use as armor. Like, stained glass is so fragile, and you've made armor that's tempered to the point where it can resist anything, and it's gonna deflect a sword that's gonna shatter on it. Hell yeah. So the concept behind the card is target creature gets +2/+2 and indestructible until end of turn. And you ask yourself, well, where does that come from? You look at the flavor text. I mean, the shield is prominently figured. The flavor text says, the shield took a year to craft, a month to enchant, and a decade to master, all for one glorious moment. That's retarded. The person who wrote the flavor text is a fucking retard. Basically, it makes the entirety of Benalia is just a fucking army of fucktards and morons. Maybe we should make our shields out of metal so they can be used more than fucking once. You have to fucking... It takes your smiths a year to make one of these shields, and then it takes your wizards a month to enchant it, and then it takes your soldiers a decade, 10 years to master the shield. For one moment? Just get metal shields! That one moment, they've gotta live 10 years! What if they die 5 years in? You fed them and trained them with that shield for 5 years? You gotta start over again? Are you fucking retarded? That makes this so stupid! And you could make the flavor text really simple. You could just change it into something that would make this really badass. Like, something that makes it sound like destroying swords like this happens every day. It's like... they're trained in special defensive techniques that opponents find quite disarming. Bam! Holy shit! There you go! And look at that, they could do it over and over. Now we need 10 years! 10 years for each of these spells! Why? You fucking morons! Do you even know what the game you're running? Like, how do they do this? Do they just fucking pull their dick out and go, there's nobody to question me and I'll just fucking... Oh my God. Oh God. Oh God, and I know what's coming next. Fuck my donkey. Fuck my donkey. Okay, get it together. Get it together. You can do this, man. Have some more pinkies out. Have some more tea. And coming in. Oh God. And coming... Oh, this one's hilarious. Coming in at number 1. And it's interesting. We've got an SJW sandwich, which I'm sure those fat bitches love. We're ending it off with another SJW hilarious nonsense card, and we're going to toss it on back to the flavor blurb. We're talking about Marwyn the Nurturer. Now, the flavor blurb is amazing because, first of all, I guess, flavor text on this is midwife to mothers and leader to all. The flavor text blurb that they included talked about how, during the night of important negotiations, she refused to stop helping people give birth to babies. And then she even went so far as to take a baby and put it in the hands of the male leader. Here, you deal with it. It's so fucking hilariously ham-fisted women first nonsense that it's like there's ways to make badass characters. And this character is... It's so fucking ruined. It's hilarious. At first, you don't even notice the quiver of arrows at her hip. I'm not even joking. When I saw that, I was like, is she gonna shoot that babe? Is that baby her ammunition? Like, and I love it. She's the nurturer, right? Well, then if you ever get close up on the artwork, tell me why she's the nurturer. Why does she have complete armor here? There's no way. The baby's not touching any bit of skin. And if you look at the way her hand is, she's not even like, there's this leather strap underneath holding the baby there. And the fucking part where the baby's, like, she's barely touching it. She's touching as little baby as possible. None of it is skin-to-skin contact. Fuck nurturing this elf. Give me my +1/+1 counter. And think about her trying to fire that fucking bow, man. Have you guys heard of Amazons? You ever heard of the Amazons? They tell stories about those. They cut one of their fucking tits off. So they're amazing with the bow. So they can reach back. Do you see what I'm doing here when I do this drawback motion? Do you see the little baby's gonna get fucking elbowed in the head? Marwyn the Nurturer. Real nurturing, honey. You're using that baby as a fucking arrow shield. You better hope you fucking see them first, or little Billy's a fucking pincushion. He ain't gonna grow up to be retarded looking for Martha off in the closet. Alright? That ain't gonna happen. So, this card is just absolutely hilarious to me. How is she battle ready? That baby's gonna die. And it's barely slung on her there. Like, why didn't they have the baby slung over her back or something? Or have her, like, standing there fiercely with a bow, like near like an elven nursery where they're being like held in like gigantic leaves or something cool like that, that would transmit the concept that she's a really fierce defender, but also intensely interested in taking care of children. There's easier ways to give that concept than to fucking ham-fistedly shove a baby right on her fucking chest in a way where no smart fucking warrior, and I'll also mention that she's not touching the baby at all, and she's looking off like she does not give a fuck about the baby. I don't know if the guy who painted it was even like, I don't think this baby should be here, but it's ridiculous. It's just absolutely absurd when I look at it. She's literally. I originally did think, is the baby the ammunition? Like, what's going on? How does she get? It's like midwife to mothers and leader to all. So she gets +1/+1s for every. I'm at every single birth, and it's like. So she's some baby crazy lady. We got to represent everybody. But she's tough and stern defender. It's like, give it a fucking rest, guys. Holy shit, man. You guys are jokes. Anyhow, let me know what you guys think, what the biggest fails up in this set are. These are hilarious to me. I can't get over this nonsense, especially this nurturer. Here, you deal with the baby. Wow, you're tough, lady. I'm impressed. Give me a break. All right, peace out, boys and lady boys. Bye. Let me touch your lady boy dicks. Me and Magical Moosh Moosh Game Boy Pillow are back to tell you something that I forgot. Actually, this makes perfect sense. Check it out. See my skills? You guys want to see me do this in real time, but with a real controller? Huh? You like? Are you Game Boys? Are you gay boys? Come to my Twitch channel and be a twitchy gay boy with me. Come on, it'll be fun. I got a bunch of controllers. We're going to play some games. Today, we were at the grocery store and stuff. We did an hour and 15-minute Twitch stream. People were giving me weird looks, but I didn't care. So come on over to Twitch. Get on over to the perp hatch, you motherfuckers. I'll see you there. Me and Moosh Moosh will moosh it up. Moosh! I said moosh, bitch!
What's that, girls? Reprint Chaos Orb? Oh, no, you are the 6th color of magic.